Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Nitin Sharma and today in this video we are going to discuss all about the JSON in Node.js. Actually guys, JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. JSON is the most important part which is used in Node.js. Okay guys, so now let's start. I have created a blank folder that is JSON and I have created an index.js file here. So I will go to the VS Code editor. Yes. So guys, actually in index.js I have just created the agenda of, or we can say the challenge of this particular video. Firstly guys, we will discuss that how we can create a JavaScript object, and then we will discuss that how we can convert that particular JavaScript object to a JSON data. Okay, then we will discuss that how we can create the JSON data into a file. We will create the file using the fs module which we have already discussed earlier in our videos. Okay, so then guys, we will read the JSON data from that particular file which we have already created. Okay, and the end we will discuss that how we can convert that particular JSON data into the JavaScript object once again, so that we can use to that particular data. Okay, so guys, now let's start. Firstly I will create a JavaScript object in this file. So I will just define a variable const user details. I will just declare a variable. So what I will do, I will just use the curly braces. Then firstly I will put the name, or we can say it's a property of the object. Then I will just put the value Nitin. Okay, so guys, when we have to use the value of any property, then we have to use double quote, but when we use any particular key or property of object, we don't have to pass double quotes, or we can say we don't have to enclose with double quotes. Okay, so now guys, I will take a second property, so that is experience, and then I will just put 10 years. Okay, so guys, I have just taken the two properties here. So now what I will do, I will just console the thing just to check that what is just display in the console. Yes. Okay guys, so I will just open my command prompt. Now I will go to the folder where my project is created for this particular session. Yes guys, so I have come to the folder. I will clear skin, then I will just execute. Yes guys, you can see it is just showing me the data whatever I just put in the object. Okay, so guys, suppose I want to access any property of this particular object, so I can easily get it just by putting dot and then property name. As we all know guys, just to access any property we have to use dot. Okay, so I will just save the things and then I will rerun. Yes guys, you can see it is just showing me Nitin in console. So guys, so we have seen that how easily we can get the value of any property in JavaScript object. Okay, so now guys, first challenge is created, that how we can create a JavaScript object. So you can see guys, this is the basically format of JavaScript object. So first challenge is done. So now guys, we will move to the next one, that how we can convert object to JSON. Yes guys, JSON is very much important part of Node.js, because guys, we will use the JSON at the time of APIs. Okay, so guys, now what I will do, I will just convert this particular object into JSON format. Okay, so I will just make a command here and then I will just convert the things. Okay, so guys, in JSON basically we have two methods. First one is the parse and second one is the stringify. Okay, we can say these are the two methods that get used most. Okay, so now I will just convert this JavaScript object into a JSON. So just to convert, what I have to do, I have to just use, I will just console the things, whatever result will be there, console.log. Then I'm going to use JSON dot. Actually guys, when we have to convert our JavaScript object into JSON, then when we have to use stringify. And when we have to convert a JSON into a JavaScript object, then we have to use parse. We will see later. So what I will do, I will just put the variable name here, that is user details. Okay. So now guys, I will go to the console once again and I will rerun. Yes guys, you can see. So guys, you can see that this is the basically JavaScript object and this is the basically JSON. So you may be thinking what's the difference is, because both looks like same. Okay, so now guys, you can see when we were checking the JavaScript object, then we were checking the property as name, experience, that was not enclosed by double quote, okay, or single quote. But when we talk about the JSON, then property of the object is also enclosed with the double quote. You can see guys easily. So this is the basically main difference between the JavaScript object and a JSON. This is the JavaScript object and this is the JSON. Okay, I will tell you one more difference, that firstly I have seen when I was accessing the property of this particular object, then I have used dot property name. But this time I will access the property of JSON. So what I will do, I will just create another variable, that is JSON data is equal to yes. So now guys, what will happen, conversion of this JavaScript object will be stored in this variable JSON data. So now guys, if I will just console the same, so I will just receive the same response once again. I will just use, yes, I will go to the CMD once again. Yes, you can see it's the same results that we have got earlier. Okay, so now guys, I will try to access the property same like object. I will just remove from here, then I will just put here because it was linked to this one. Okay, so now what I will do, I will just use JSON data dot name. I'm doing the same thing guys, which I have already done with the JavaScript object. Okay, so now I'm just doing same with the JSON. So now I will just save. So I will go to the command prompt, then I will rerun. Yes guys, you can see it is showing us undefined. So this is the basically second difference between JavaScript object and JSON, that we can't get the value of any property from JSON using dot. Okay, suppose guys we want to access the property, then we have to convert it first. Okay, so now we will see later. So challenge, our next challenge is guys is also completed. You can see that we have converted the object to JSON here. Okay, so now guys we will move to the third one, that how we can write JSON data in a file. You can see guys, I have created a JSON folder and a single file is there, that is index.json, which we are working. Okay, so now guys I will just use the fs module here. Actually guys, if you are not aware with the fs module, so I will request you to go my playlist, Node.js playlist, and then watch the video carefully. This is the video. Actually I have just used the file system module fs in Node.js. This is the synchronously, and then I have just created video for the asynchronously. Okay, so guys I will provide the link of these both the videos in the description box as well, so you can easily understand that what fs is and how we can use it and what we can achieve with it. Okay, so guys now we will start using the fs. So what I'm going to do, I will just require the fs first. Yes, I have just required the fs. Then now I will use the methods of the fs module. Okay, so guys what we are going to do, we are just going to write the JSON data in a file. So what I will do, I will just use fs dot write file. I am using the asynchronous methods here. You can get all the details in my previous videos. So I am using fs.write file. Then I will put a name of the file what I am going to create, data.json. Okay, then what I will do, I will just pass the JSON data which I am going to write. Yes, then I will just call a callback function here. Okay, in callback function guys, I have to just pass an argument, that is arrow, and it's a callback, so I will use the arrow function here. If error, it will just throw me what error is there. Otherwise it will just console the things whatever I will just print. Done. I will save it. Okay, so now guys what I have done, I have done a very simple thing. Firstly I have just required the fs module, that is the core module of Node.js, and then I have just used the method of fs, that is fs.write file. This method is used just to use asynchronously, and then I have just passed the file name. I'm using the same path, that's why I have not defined any particular path. And then I just pass the data whatever I want to write, and then it's a callback function in which I'm just taking a argument as ERR. Okay, so guys, if any error will be there, then I will get the value in ERR error. Okay, and it will just throw me here. Otherwise, it will just console the things. Okay, so now guys, I will make a command this line as well. We have already seen that what it makes. Okay, so now guys, what I will do, I will just save the things and I will go to the command prompt. Firstly guys, you can see only one file is there, index.js, before executing this program. So now what I will do, I will just clear screen first of all, then now I will execute the file, that is node space index.js. Yes guys, you can see I'm just getting a done here, and here you can see guys, data.json file is created. Okay, so now I will just open the thing. Yes guys, you can see it is showing me name as Nitin Sharma and experience as 10 years. Okay, so guys, this challenge is also completed for us, that we have just write the JSON data into a file. Okay, and guys, if you want more information about the FS module, so I have already discussed that. Please go to my playlist and watch these videos carefully. These all are about the file system module FS. Okay, so you will see all the details and how we can use and what we can do. So now guys, we will move to the next one, that read JSON data from file. Yes guys, actually here what we have done, we have just write the data in data.json file. So now I will make a comment here. Yes, I will just make a comment here, and this is the data. Actually, I will just make a comment this one as well. So now what I will do guys, I will just read the data from file. Just to read the data, what I have to do, I will just use read file method. So read file also works asynchronously. Okay, so now guys, what I will do, I will just pass the file name, that is data.json, which I have already created. Okay, this is the file basically. And so now what I will do, I will just pass the encoding. Actually guys, I have already discussed in my previous videos that read file provides us data in the form of buffer, that is additional data type that is provided by the Node.js. So I will just use the encoding here just to get it actual data. Okay, so now what I have done, I have just used the UTF-8, then I will just pass a callback function here, because guys, this is the asynchronous methods. So that's why it's mandate for us just to pass callback functions. In the callback function of read file, we have to pass two arguments. First one is the error, and then one is the file data. Actually guys, you can take a name whatever you want, but as a first argument, it always returns error, and as a second argument, it always returns a file data. You can take name of variables as per your convenience. Okay, so now what I will do, I will just create an arrow function here. So guys, whenever the process will be completed, so what I will do, if error, then it will just throw me once again. I will do the same thing. Okay, and otherwise it will just console the things, that is console.log file data. Okay, so now guys, I will go to the command prompt once again. I will clear screen, then I will rerun my program. Yes guys, you can see. So guys, this is the basically data that is fetched from the data.json file. You can see. Okay, suppose I am changing something like here. I've just changed the name, so I've just put the Nitin Sharma just to validate the data is fetched from the file or not. Okay, so I will rerun once again. Yes guys, you can see Nitin Sharma is here, and firstly I got a Nitin, but now I have just updated manually, that's why I'm getting Nitin Sharma here. So guys, we have completed this challenge as well, that how we can read the JSON data from file. Guys, just watch this video carefully. This is a very helpful video just to implement all about the JSON in Node.js. In future videos, we will use the APIs that will return us the JSON data, and we will just manipulate it. Okay, and when we will create our own API, then we will also return the data in JSON guys, because JSON is very lightweighted. JSON is very lightweighted guys. When we talk about the earlier stage, then we have used XML, but nowadays JSON is getting used most of the times. So guys, this is a very much important video, so just watch it carefully and understand all the things. Okay, so now guys, we will move to the next one, that is the last challenge of this particular video, that how we can convert JSON data to object. Yes guys, because earlier we have seen that I can't get the property of JSON by using dot property name. Yes, you can see. Suppose guys, I will console the things once again. File data dot name. So I will just check that can I get the property this time or not. I will just save it and I will rerun. Yes, you can see it is just showing me the undefined. But question arises that how we can get property, how we can access the property. That's the main question, guys. Okay, so now just to convert JSON into an object, what we have to do, we have to just use a very simple function. So that function is JSON.parse. This is a function, guys, that actually convert our JSON into a JavaScript object. So which variable has our JSON? That is file data. So I'll just pass the file data here, and now I will just define another variable, file data object. Okay, file data object. So I will just make a command just to clear the things. Okay, and which will be understandable. Yes, file data object. So now what I will do, I will just console the file data object once again. Yes, I will rerun program. Yes, you can see, guys, this time it's not showing double quotes outside the properties, or we can say that our properties are not enclosed with double quote or single quotes. Okay, so it means, guys, this is not a JSON, it's a JavaScript object. So we can get or we can access any property of this particular object we want to use. So now what I will do, I will just use file data object dot name, and then I will just copy the same thing just to get the experience. So I will use, yes, I will just use the experience this time. Okay, so now guys, what I will do, I will just save the things and I will clear my console and then I will execute. Yes guys, you can see I can easily get a Nitin Sama and 10 years. So guys, it's all about the today's video session. Last challenge is also completed for us. So guys, I hope you understand that what is JSON and what is a JavaScript object and how we can convert object to a JSON, then how we can write the JSON data into a file. And also we have learned that how we can read the JSON data from file and how we can convert JSON data to object once again just to access the properties. I hope you have understand the difference between a JavaScript object and JSON, guys. Most of the developers get confused about it. That's what's the actual difference. So guys, still if you have any problem, so you can directly put it in a comment box and I will get back to you soon as possible. So guys, it's all about the today's session. So we will meet in the next video and we will learn something new. So guys, till the time, take care.